right-wing podcaster Steve Bannon has been on the warpath against the chief twit, Elon Musk, for some time. Okay, ever since, I think, before the election. They did not like each other. And now it appears that Steve is getting the comeuppance he so desired. Now, remember, Bannon, Musk, not on friendly terms. They never were. Didn't trust him. Was like, I don't like this guy. You got to kick him out. I'm going to get rid of him. I'm going to kick him out of Trump's orbit. Well, it looks like, I don't know, Musk had his own rapid, unscheduled disassembly from Trump's orbit. And a lot of people are, basically saying that what happened to trigger the final straw was the confrontation that Musk had with Scott Bessent that apparently got a little bit physical, but I'm not sure. There's been a lot of issues here in that relationship. But anyway, now that Trump is no longer hanging out with Elon Musk or allowing Musk to hang out with him, Bannon is not only celebrating, but he's looking for a little bit of vengeance, okay? According to the New York Times, Bannon has already called for Musk to be deported. Oh, fun. Okay, here's what he said in a phone call to the New York Times. Quote, they should initiate a formal investigation of his immigration status because I am sure, I am of the strong belief that he is an illegal alien. And he should be deported from the country immediately. Immediately. Damn. Okay, that's pretty strong. Now, Bannon also said that Trump should investigate Musk for his effort to participate in a classified briefing on China in March and for his regular alleged drug use during his tenure. Yes, that's right. And added that Musk's security clearance should be yanked immediately. Okay, gone. And on his War Room podcast, Bannon went further.
Know anything. He's a know-it-all. He knows some engineering. Don't get me wrong. I give a hat tip for that, but he doesn't know anything about the real world. Doge was, and for any fanboys that still exist, while you're wrapping up in your cape tonight, understand on Doge, he didn't find any fraud. There's plenty of fraud out there. He didn't find. This was President Trump's first complaint. Was this all BS? Right with the Doge. The act that President Trump should be taking immediately, I think, when he threatens to take one of the big programs out of SpaceX, President Trump tonight should sign an executive order calling for the Defense Production Act to be called in SpaceX and seize SpaceX tonight before midnight.
Wow. Okay. Seize it. Seize that SpaceX. Oh, yes. Wow. Well, okay, first off, that's not what the Defense Production Act actually allows you to do. But that said, deport him, seize his business, and revoke all of his security clearances, all of that stuff. Oof. Awesome. Now, that said, of course, Elon Musk was not going to let that one go. Basically calling him a, quote, peak arsler. Yes, they're bringing that back. Another of his fans called Bannon a, quote unquote, fat communist. Oh, wow. And there you go.
Pink-haired communist.
Okay. Fun times. Now, of course, on the same episode where he called for the deportation of Musk and the seizing of his business, he went on to trash Doge. He said, quote, here's the problem with Elon. Very simple. You promised $1 trillion in cuts in waste, fraud, and abuse. And listen, for all the fanboys out there, I'm going to treat you fanboys like little puppies. They're going to rub your nose in the mess that you made. Now, on that, look, yes, Elon Musk first promised $2 trillion, by the way, in cuts, savings, or whatever. And then $1 trillion, and then he fell way short. Didn't work out. Musk was only able to cut maybe around 170 billion. Those numbers are, of course, in dispute here because we don't know how accurate they are. And that actually came at a cost of over 270,000 people losing their jobs. Okay, either being fired or quitting. Turns out that was not very popular. with the American people, okay? And as such, the Trump team is now looking to reverse those job cuts and bring people back. Now, part of that, of course, is they've been also ordered to, through several court cases, to bring some of these people back as well. But nonetheless, across the government, according to the Washington Post, the Trump administration is scrambling to rehire many of the federal employees dismissed under Doge's staff slashing initiatives after wiping out entire offices, in some cases imperiling key services such as weather forecasts and the drug approval process. Trump officials are trying to recover not only people who were fired, but also thousands of experienced senior staffers who are opting for voluntary exit as the administration rolls out a second resignation offer. Oh, interesting. And thousands more staff are returning in fits and starts as a conflicting patchwork of court decisions overturned some of Trump's large-scale firings, especially his Valentine's Day dismissal of all probationary workers, those with 1 or 2 years of government service and fewer job protections. All of this is an absolute disaster. Yeah, fun times. And here's the funny part, right? A lot of those who were dismissed or had voluntarily left, they're not sure if they want to come back, and I don't blame them. In fact, one FDA staffer who was fired and then rehired had said, quote, "They wanted to show they were gutting the government, but there was no thought about what parts might be worth keeping. Now it just feels like it was all just a game to them." Well, that's because it was. There was absolutely no intelligence behind this.
It's not human intelligence!
No intelligence. None. Nothing. Look, the allegedly smartest man in the world, okay? And I guess depending on who you ask, both Donald Trump and Elon Musk would claim to be the smartest man in the world, okay? The truth is, of course, neither of them are. They both, look, they left behind a complete and utter mess, okay? Just a mess. Now, Bannon went further against Doge and, the claims Musk had made. Quote, "Remember the mantra of going through all the Social Security people that were 200 years old? Not one penny was ever found." Yeah. "Where's the fraud in Medicaid, which is ripe for fraud? Never came up with anything. Where's the fraud at the Pentagon, which is the Mac Daddies of waste, fraud, and abuse? Not one penny." Yeah, they didn't look in the Pentagon. I mean, hey, if you wanted to find waste, fraud, and abuse, Pentagon is the place to go. Okay, and of course, the Pentagon, one of the problems with the Pentagon that creates so much waste, fraud, and abuse is their reliance on contractors. Contractors like who? Elon Musk. Yeah, exactly. And so, and he's not even the biggest recipient of all this money from the Pentagon. Of course, you have these gigantic defense contractors, billions of dollars, and again, overcharging lots of ways. Can't even, the Pentagon itself cannot even pass an audit. Hasn't passed an audit in the last 7 years. Okay, and there you go. There you go. And by the way, there's no arrest for any of this alleged fraud, not a single person, which is pretty suspicious. Now, at the end of the day, obviously, Donald Trump wanted to use Doge to just cut agencies and programs that he didn't like as part of, again, the whole Project 2025 thing. It's been about 47% enacted by now. Okay? And so, and by the way, to do all these cuts and things, because Project 2025 is extremely unpopular, to get all this stuff done without experiencing any of the blowback, okay, the political blowback. And so I think at the end of the day, the whole point was of Elon Musk being there and doing all this stuff is so that later on Trump can boot him out and then go, it's his fault. He did all the unpopular stuff. What a weirdo. I can't believe he would do that. Wow. Oh, that's not what I wanted. You know what? I barely knew the guy. Coffee boy. He just wouldn't leave, and I had to kick him out. Well, there you go. Bannon, look, this is not praise of Bannon. No, we do not have to hand it to him, right? But to be fair, he's been shockingly consistent on this because he has never liked Elon Musk. He has never trusted Elon Musk. And, well, look at that. Now he has earned himself a victory lap over this. Is it really that much of a victory lap, or is it really just, something that we already knew was going to happen? I mean, I guess congratulations are earned for forecasting probably the most sudden but inevitable betrayal. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon in order to get notified whenever a new video is released. And if you want to support independent, progressive media through this difficult time where it seems like everybody is shutting down, you can become a member on our YouTube page, you can become a subscriber on Facebook, or you can go to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Thank you.